Hi, it's Beth Offenbacher, and today I'd like to share with you some insights from a recent meeting of the Inclusive Education Community of Practice, which was convened by the Global Campaign for Education, US. At the recent meeting of the Community of Practice in Washington, D.C., we focused on two questions. One, what does effective advocacy look like? And two, what efforts led to significant and substantive changes in the behavior and practice of your agency's leaders and staff and ultimately shaped its programming? So if you work for a public agency or with a public agency, these are some great insights to know when you think about inclusion and advancing the agenda. One of the speakers was Don Steinberg. Don was USAID's deputy administrator during the Obama administration. And he talked about how they were able to foster a productive and accepting environment for gender, disability, and inclusion of all vulnerable groups. Don spoke about USAID's four-pillar approach to inclusion, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about each of those four pillars. First of all, he talked about the focus on programs for people with disabilities, for females, and for other groups. That within the agency, it's important to include local organizations that work with individuals you're seeking to include, and the value of listening to what those organizations are saying. Pillar number two, the importance of making sure inclusive elements are mainstreamed or integrated into everything you're doing. There is great value, he said, in an impact statement that's specific to who you're hoping to include before a project is even implemented. Third, the importance of serving as a spokesperson and thought leader to advance inclusion within the agency. It's important to make specific reference to the groups that you're seeking to include and to bring those points and those viewpoints into key discussions that you're having. A side point that he made, which is definitely core to this, is the value of diversity and inclusion into practices and regulations within the organization. Fourth, pillar number four, walk the talk. Set up affinity groups of inside advocates within the organization. So those are the four pillars that Don shared. I hope you find them useful and that you'll consider adopting them in your organization as well. Until next time, I'm Beth Offenbacher.